G'day. I just wanted to give my point of view regarding Mary, Joseph, and the so-called virgin birth. According to Matthew 1:18-25, when Joseph met Mary with the intention of marrying her and finding out she was already pregnant, even though she claimed she was still a virgin, he did think about quietly separating from her. One night, while lying in bed deciding what to do, apparently he had a dream where he was visited by an angel telling him to stay with Mary and raise the child. Now, according to history, Joseph cared and even loved Mary, and I think leaving her would result in Mary being shunned, maybe even stoned to death, because of bearing a child out of wedlock. I actually think it wasn't an angel that visited him, but his own conscience telling him to stay and raise the child as his own because he saw himself as a good man and didn't want Mary to suffer the consequences. Secondly, the virgin birth. Written in Luke 1:26-56, Mary is visited by an angel while already being betrothed to Joseph, telling her she will conceive a child, even though confusingly, Luke 1:34 states, Mary said to the angel, "How can this be? I do not know a man." So you can see how the verses contradict each other. Either she was pregnant before she met Joseph, which means she was most probably knocked up by another man and spun some bullshit story to Joseph about the Holy Spirit to save her from being ostracized, and they both kept up this charade, convincing the people around them and even indoctrinating Jesus into believing this notion that he was the chosen one, anointed by God, and this illusion ultimately led to his crucifixion and death. Or alternatively, Joseph had sex with Mary while they were engaged, with Jesus being conceived and born just like any other human. Unfortunately, he may have suffered from schizophrenia and even autism during his life, causing him to hear voices and see life from a different perspective, which may have been a contributing factor for Jesus being able to gather followers and proclaim himself as the Son of God. I mean, if someone went on TV today and announced he was the Messiah, they would probably want to test them for any mental disorders. Cheers.